Saturday, WWE at the Peoria Civic Center for Saturday night's main event. Rhea Ripley of Judgment Day joining me, and thank you for the time. I appreciate you today.
No worries.
So, I love the fact of Judgment Day, this configuration of it with you, Finn, Damian, Dominic, and it just looks like everybody in the group is having a blast being in this group. Is that kind of the chemistry backstage as well? When you're off camera.
Yeah, yeah. We all muck around. We all have the time of our life. It really does feel like a little close-knit family that we have. But yeah, when we're out there in front of everyone, it just gets hyped up like
No doubt.
10 times because we're all just like running on the adrenaline that we're getting from the crowd and just running on the adrenaline that we get from beating everyone the hell up. So
Well, you've definitely become kind of like an enforcer of the group, if you will. And we haven't seen someone like you in that role in quite some time. Have you just taken that ball and run with it?
yeah, I'm having a lot of fun being a menace. Just going out there and like you said, being the enforcer. I mean, I invite the boys to hit me back. It's not my fault that they don't. So I'm not going to hold back just because they are. I'm going to pick them up. I'm going to slam them. I'm going to hit them. I'm going to do anything that I want to do.
And you've done that to the OC for sure. In the OC Judgment Day feud that's been going on, we got War Games coming up in a couple weeks. Would you like to see that in a War Games match with you involved?
Yeah, of course. War Games is like one of my favorite pay-per-views. It's like no other, and I know what it's like being a part of them. I think that they're extremely fun, extremely dangerous, but the time of my life. So having a War Games match where it was the OC against the Judgment Day and I could be a part of it, I mean, I'm all in for that.
Absolutely. You were a part of the first two women's War Games over on NXT. Talking about the live events and everyone just kind of having fun. It seems like the superstars really let loose during those live events. I saw a video from a couple weeks back. You're on the floor and you roll over and you just untie a random fan's shoe in the front row.
Yeah, so I've sort of made that my thing. I've been doing that for years. I've just never been caught on camera. But it's like my favorite thing to do. I don't know, I roll around on the ground outside and I just mess with as many people as I can. I'll either untie their shoelaces, steal their drinks, or try and steal their posters or something. Like I find things and I just like messing with people.
So, a warning to everyone if you're in the front row on Saturday at the Peoria Civic Center.
I'll
Well,
get them.
your theme song right now, done by Chris Motionless of Motionless in White. We know they are your favorite band out there. Being that he got involved and lent his vocals to it, did you know in advance of it happening, or how did you find out?
Yeah, so I actually messaged Chris and I was like, yo, I am changing a little bit in WWE and I think it's time for me to get a new song. I want to keep it sort of the same, but I want it to be a little bit different, a little bit heavier. I want you to sing it. And he was like so humbled by it. He was like, I can't believe that you're asking me to sing your song. Like, I think that's incredible. Of course, like I'd be down to do it if we could get it set up. And I was like, it's funny because like we're both going back and forth. I was like, no, I can't believe that you'd do this for me. He's like, no, I can't believe you'd ask me to do this, which is wild in itself because like he's been one of my favorites since I was a kid. Um, but yeah, so I just talked to the music people and they set it all up. I sent over the emails and sort of was like that middle person a little bit and helped set it up because I wanted it so bad. And then it all coming together so perfectly and hearing my new song, I was so happy and so excited to use it. It's insane.
Where were you the first time you got to hear it, and what was like your initial reaction?
I was actually in the garage working out in our little gym and I listened to it and I was like, whoa, like this is so insane. Like it's actually Chris Motionless singing my song. Like that's so wild to me. Um, so then we started like brainstorming a little bit on like little bits and pieces that we could change and like swap around because like I have certain things that I do in my entrance. So I want everything to line up like perfectly. But once I got like the actual final one, my God, I was so excited. I just wanted to wrestle so bad. I was like, I want to go out there and have a match because I want to use this song. And like every time I come out with the boys, it's always the Judgment Day song.
Right.
So I'm like, I need to have like a singles match or something where I could use my song.
Well, Ash Costello also did your previous song. They performed it New Year's Day, came out with you at WrestleMania. Could we see Chris Motionless? Are you talking at the powers that be to try to get that to happen for this year's WrestleMania?
I don't know if it's going to happen for this one because I don't know what the matches are yet. Like nothing's been confirmed or anything.
Mm.
I'm fighting for that number one spot, of course. And if I do end up getting it, then of course I'm going to ask if Chris could do it because I think it would be really cool, especially now that he's got black hair as well. Because like before we were like twins, but we like swapped hairdos, but now we've got the same hairdo. So it's like just seeing us together on stage, I think would be really, really epic. And it's going to be a core memory of mine for the rest of my life. Like, honestly, that's like absolutely insane to think about. I remember WrestleMania with New Year's Day and Ash Costello, and my God, it was so awesome. Like they're all them guys in the band are so cool. Ash is so cool. And just having them there with me on stage was such a special moment. So I think having that special moment with Chris and Motionless and White would be just as great. And man, I really hope it gets set up.
I really do as well. And both you and Chris, the Motionless and White guys, have had great success recently. They've had a number one single. You really are hitting your stride, if you will, in WWE. So congratulations to everybody all around. Chris, shout out to you. Speaking of that success, I would want to change gears real quick. Triple H, you and him have had a great relationship over the course of your career in WWE. Huge backer of yours. He's now running things, talent relations, creative, all of that. What's it like for you to have him now on the big stage in WWE, basically in your life again in those same roles as he did in NXT?
It's fantastic. For me, it feels like the way that NXT felt when I was there, which was very like warming and family sort of vibes. Everyone wanted to help each other and just have a fun time, but also make the best product that we could. And that's sort of what it's like now. Like I love the fact that Triple H is down by the ring before the show, and like you get to talk to him and we get to throw like ideas back and forth, and he sort of like explains things in a different way, and it's very hands-on, and that's one thing that I think I love the most. But yeah, he's just so helpful with everything, and he makes you feel like you know exactly what's going on instead of like guessing and then being nervous that like you're gonna stuff something up. Like you sort of just like know what's going on. So that's been one change that I've been very, very happy about. But just like he's just such a father figure as well. So like you feel confident going out there and doing your job sort of thing. And it's just I love it.
That's awesome. You share on social media a lot of photos of young girls and women, dressing up as you, putting the little scales on their face. It's really cool to see. But for you, did you ever think you'd reach a point where you'd almost like you see that in itself and even be looked at as a role model?
No. No, I didn't think it would ever get like this. It's wild to see. And I think that's why like I love sharing it on my social medias so much, because I still can't get over that it's a reality. It's man, it makes me feel so warm and good inside knowing that I'm reaching young women, or like it doesn't even matter the age, but women and like males as well that look up to me, and like they have someone that they look up to and can relate to in a way. Because there's so many different like genres and like ways that people are. And I feel like me growing up, I didn't really have too many people that were like me, like the person that I wanted to be. One person I really looked to was Beth Phoenix, because she was different. She had the broad shoulders, she had the muscles, and that's what I had. So like I really, really looked to her. So I think it's very important to have someone for like every category of like humans and how we are, to look up to. So it's really cool to see like little girls getting the confidence to cut their hair short, to put on temporary tattoos, to draw on their face, to wear dark makeup, to wear black lipstick. Like, I think that's really, really cool to see, and it's sort of bringing out a confidence in people that they didn't know that they had. So I'm really grateful for my fans for like sharing that on social media, so I can see that I'm making some sort of an impact in their life. Like, I think it's very, very special.
That is really cool. You mentioned Beth Phoenix. You have put out there so many times about that dream match with her, and it hasn't happened yet, but you have had ring time with her up to this point. Has it been as special to you, even though you haven't had the match, to at least have that time with her?
Yeah, no, it definitely has. Beth, she's an Amazon, dude. Like, she is what she is. She's absolutely incredible, and stepping in the ring with her, like, it just feels like magic is about to happen. Our face off that we had a couple, oh man, probably what, a month ago now.
Yep.
Um, just hearing the crowd erupt, like, it's going to be special. Um, yeah, we got into like a bit of a brawl. I still want more. I want a match with Beth Phoenix. Like, I've been dreaming of that for years and years, and I say it, like you said, every single interview, and I hope that it does happen. I'm gonna keep poking the bear. That's what I'm gonna keep doing. Like, I did her hairstyle the other day. May she rest in
Yep.
peace, since I absolutely obliterated her with the chair. But yeah, I hope that she does come back and she brings it, because I'm ready for a fight.
Let's make that happen at WrestleMania. I would love to see that. That would be the match.
Yes, I would love that too.
Well, Rhea, I appreciate the time. Thank you so much. I look forward to this weekend at Peoria Civic Center for Saturday night's main event. And again, thank you for the time. It was an absolute pleasure talking with you.
No worries. Thank you, dude.